having a bit of a rough season, physically and mentally. I mean, losing to his wife. And
losing, being the worst, and then having to live with the best, who is not, like, we're married, but we're not, we're not each other's rocks. So, yeah. And then, that's just taking a toll on everything. The bedroom, everything. Low T. Just, you can't get a win this year. I think this episode, I don't know if you guys saw the one we screened.
Yeah.
I think it was like, it's sort of a turning moment for Kevin. It's just been like, I'm not taking this shit anymore. I got to figure out a way to step up. So that, when we shot that, especially at the end, Jeff was like, look right in the camera. I'm like, right down the barrel? He was like, look right down the barrel. I'm like, this is a thing we're doing. He's like, yeah, we're doing a thing. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So he's like, this is a moment that we're going to change, your pivot for you for the season. So I was like, all right, great.
Corbin Burnson was fantastic.
Right.
As your father.
He was great, right?
Yeah.
It was really, every day, we worked with him for like 4 days, and every day he would tell me a different story about, like, I'm like, all right, tomorrow bring in a Major League story. So yeah, he was funny. Our show is improvised, so, and he's a, trained actor who's not, not used to that, and I think he enjoyed it. He enjoyed, like, because we would, he got into a rhythm of saying stuff, or we got into a pattern of the way the scene would go, and then you add Jason into the mix, and Jason's never going to say the same thing twice. He's never going to. So I think, it kind of shook Corbin a little bit, but he was like, oh, this is exciting. That I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm like, oh, trust me, it gets way worse. Way worse.
Were those microfiber pants based on a real fad or joke that's going on?
No, we made those pants that day because the wardrobe lady was like, I can't find, I don't really know what you guys are looking for, but I think that these might be it. And then as soon as she held them up, Jeff's like, yes, those are what I'm looking for.
Because I was wondering, like, is that a real thing? Like, that almost seemed too good to be true.
It was, they're ultra, they were comfortable as fuck. Like, all the stuff that I put on the show, it was really not the worst thing, but yeah, they were super duper thin.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, well, what do I wear underneath this? And Jeff was like, well, because I usually wear boxer briefs. And Jeff was like, we've been spending a lot of time in the editing room, like airbrushing. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but I don't think I've worn pants an entire episode this year. Like, at one point, I'm pantless in every episode. So they're constantly editing, like, trying to, like, get my underwear out of the shot. So he's like, all right, with these pants, you got to wear this thong, this male thong. And I was like, so now I'm wrestling with Jason in a male thong in a 1,000-degree dressing room. So, and I was like, I'm like, I have to remember I'm getting paid for this, because when I take the thong off, I was like, the poor wardrobe girl is just like, what? I'm like, you got to set that on fire. You can never, that's not, no one ever is going to wear that thong again. So yeah, that's how humiliating Kevin's life is now. That in real life, I now have to wear a male thong to do my job.
Do you have any plans to write again?
I would love to, yeah. Paul and I wrote an episode last year, but then, he had a baby. I was traveling and stuff, so we didn't get together to do one. But if we do more seasons, I enjoyed that last year, especially with writing with Paul. It was just, he's very knowledgeable in the way it's structured, and just me coming up with dick jokes. It was fun. Yeah.
If Kevin could cross over to any other FX show, which show do you think it would be?
FX or FXX?
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. Where we're on, like, the basic. I think Kevin would probably have to defend one of the Always Sunny guys. I'm sure there's a court of law that they will need representation in, so I'll probably be prosecuting one of them. So that would be funny.
Yeah.
Is there an upcoming storyline you can tease?
I'm trying to think of one that storyline. Yeah, okay, well, we talk about some gluten stuff we're going to get into. Kevin is not that I have a gluten allergy, but Pete does. I use it for my advantage. I use Pete's poor stomach, poor digestive system. Take advantage of it. And that's how we do it on the league. Sorry. Sorry, I wasn't born with say.